Hey gamers, Max here welcoming you to the February 27th, 2017 episode of Yesterday's Games Today, the show that scours the news so you don't have to. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for always coming by and checking out the content, and if you're a new viewer, make sure to click that subscribe button down below for free daily news updates straight to your inbox every Tuesday to Friday. First things first, yesterday Twitch announced that it's going to start selling games, kind of competing with Steam here, no? Streaming platform Twitch has announced that this spring it will enable direct game and in-game content sales from streamers' pages. Developers get 70% of the revenue, while partnered streamers get 5%. Companies such as Ubisoft and Telltale have already signed up. Games bought on Twitch can be played through the Twitch launcher or through developers/publishers' existing services such as Ubisoft Play. People who buy games from Twitch will also get a free Twitch crate containing a randomized assortment of Twitch emotes, chat badges, and bits for cheering. See, now Microsoft announced the game store and everyone was just kind of like, alright Microsoft, you do you. However, now that Twitch announced the storefront, things are getting kind of big. This is backed by Amazon, remember, and Twitch has a massive following. People go directly to Twitch almost on a daily basis. If they see their biggest influencers playing a game, they're much more likely to buy it. This could be huge for publishers and developers. And the fact that partnered streamers get some of that revenue makes them even more likely to play this game and promote that game to their fans. This could start to cause some questions in ethics. We don't need streamers saying a game is great when it really isn't just to get that revenue. Anyways, we'll find out more this spring. PlayStation VR is doing better than Sony expected it to. It's almost sold 1 million units. Global Chief Executive of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Andrew House, revealed that the company has sold over 915,000 PSVR units as of February 19th. That number is far lower than some initial sales forecasts of 2.6 million, but those were then lowered over to 750,000. However, Sony's forecast was that it hopes to sell 1 million units by mid-April, which is gonna happen. Let's be honest, March is just starting. I'm sure they'll be able to sell less than 100,000 units by mid-April. This is great for them. Always good to see a new medium doing well. Speaking of doing well, Minecraft has now sold over 121 million copies, which is just a ridiculous success when you think about it. 21 million of those copies have been sold since June 2016. God, this game is still selling ridiculously. How does everyone that wants it not have it by now? Of course, this sales figure covers all the platforms that Minecraft is on. That doesn't mean that there's 121 million players necessarily. Like, for example, I bought Minecraft on PC, I bought it on Xbox 360 and on Xbox One, and I have the Windows 10 edition. So that's 4 right there. However, that's still money for them and still ridiculously high sales by any standard. After Target leaked the game this weekend, yesterday Warner Brothers announced Middle-earth: Shadow of War, a sequel to Middle-earth: Shadows of Mordor that was released a few years ago. The game takes place directly after the first title and expands the Nemesis system to encompass the environment and other characters by including followers and Nemesis fortresses. Followers sow their own stories of loyalty, betrayal, and revenge, and fortresses let you defeat enemy strongholds and create your own orc army. That's pretty dope. Also, they already announced 2 Nemesis expansions for the game entitled Slaughter Tribe and Outlaw Tribe, which give you new tribes, missions, fortress updates, equipment, and more, and 2 story expansions titled Blade of Galadriel and Desolation of Mordor, which come with a new campaign, a new playable character, missions, allies, and more. So they're already trying to cash in on this title. Shadow of War comes out for PS4, Xbox, PC, PS4 Pro, and Scorpio beginning on August 22nd. Keep in mind the Scorpio will not be out by then. I'm excited about this. I loved the first game. I didn't think it was Game of the Year material like most people did. I thought that it got kind of repetitive towards the end and that the setting just got kind of boring. Even though I enjoyed the story for the most part, I enjoyed the combat, it was well done, and the Nemesis system was brilliant. So hopefully that all kind of gets handled in the second one and kind of improved upon, which I'm sure it will. It's a sequel. I'm really excited. This is a day one purchase from me, and it may even be Game of the Year material in my eyes. Hearthstone's newest expansion is coming in April, and it's going to be titled Journey to Ungoro. The expansion is coming with 135 new cards as well as some significant mechanics and feature updates. Apparently, the newest card type is entitled Quests. Quests are all legendary rarity. They will always be available in your opening hand, and they will rest around your hero portrait until their activation trigger occurs. Unlike secrets, the opponent can see these, so they're definitely going to try and stop you from completing your task. Alright, here's an example. Quest, summon 7 Death Rattle minions. Reward, Amara, Warden of Hope. Wow, these quests are pretty straightforward and they make sense, and that's a nice extra like layer of complexity that Hearthstone is adding. I kind of like this. In addition to quests, the new keyword adept will be featured on many various creatures and even spells. If you remember the discover keyword, this is in the sort of If you remember the discover keyword, this is sort of in the same camp. I don't know what that is, so hopefully you Hearthstone players do. Outside of questing and adapting, there are still many other surprises in store and in Girl. You Hearthstone players who know what this is, you're gonna have to click the link below and find out more information for yourself. I wish I could give you more, but I just really don't know much about it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the expansion though. EA's chief competition officer, Peter Moore, is leaving EA to go become head of the Liverpool Football Club. In the weeks to come, Peter will continue to guide EA's competitive gaming division in its mission to make stars of all of our players. Peter has built a fantastic team that is now running dozens of global tournaments and events with millions of players. With more exciting expansion plans on the horizon, Peter will be working with the teams to drive a leadership transition before he returns to the UK this summer. So again, he's leaving to become CEO of the Liverpool Football Club. Not gonna lie, I don't know what chief competitive officer is. Hopefully they'll be able to get that position filled, and hopefully Peter Moore will enjoy his new position. The position sounds a bit made up, doesn't it? So Blizzard is teasing a new Overwatch character again. If you remember a little bit ago, I reported on them teasing this character that was like a genius child, and people were considering maybe she would be the character, but then others were considering that maybe this genius child would create the new character. It would be like an AI of some sort. Well, now this image almost confirms that. The caption reads, "Genius Grant recipient and Numbani local Effie Oladele posts curious image on our Holovid channel declaring time to get to work." And then the list reads things to get: UR-15 chassis, Branford arm, fusion driver, miniature Tobelstein reactor, paint, and Lucio O's. A lot of these seem like things that you would use to create an AI, and people are thinking that maybe this AI will be Doomfist, which is Terry Crews' character that he's been teasing about lately. Blizzard is constantly thinking of new ways to tease their characters to us, and this way we know two are coming and they're kind of blending those two into one. So this is an interesting new way to reveal it if that is the case. Otherwise, they may be showing two to us at once, which I really doubt, because that'd be kind of crazy. We'll have to see when they finally reveal it. And here, I thought no one was playing Pokemon Go anymore, but it just hit 650 million downloads. Of course, this growth isn't nearly as large as when the app first came out, which makes sense. People have fallen off, the game hasn't been updated as much, things like that. Back in September, which was only 2 months after the game launched, it had racked up over 500 million downloads. So the number increased since then only 150 million, which is still significant. And again, 650 million is nothing to scoff at all. Trainers have now walked approximately 5.4 billion miles while playing Pokemon Go. I can guarantee you no other video game can say that. Today is also Pokemon Day, so happy Pokemon Day. And lastly, this is more of a personal inclusion. Stardew Valley's 1-year anniversary was yesterday. For those who don't know, Stardew Valley is a farming sim that was released on PC last year. It's kind of in the vein of Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon. It was made by one guy over the course of like 4 or 5 years or something like that. And his goal was to kind of take the Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon series and kind of solve all of the issues that people were having with it, as well as keep the fun, and then add his own things. Myself, as well as a lot of other people, think he did a grand job. The game reviewed super well. It's been doing amazing. It has a crazy community and fan base, and yesterday was its 1-year anniversary. Those who are interested may want to click the link in the description below, because here he shows off what the game was. He's showing off a lot of development images, like back when it was called Sprout Valley. The game looks nothing like this anymore. The game is absolutely gorgeous, but you'll notice the giant lack of detail in a lot of these, which makes sense. This was early on. Cool stuff in my eyes. All right, folks, well, that's about it for yesterday's news. Make sure to like the video if this recap helped you. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What are your thoughts on these news stories? What are your thoughts on my opinions on these news stories? Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for free daily news updates straight to your inbox every Tuesday to Friday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Max signing off.